Today I thought we would take a break from direct-to-DVD garbage and focus on a theatrically released movie that's actually still pretty bad. Sorry guys, I'd like to recommend a movie to you, but it's not happening with Exodus Gods and Kings. Maybe next week when I review insert obscure piece of junk no one cares about. People are really getting offended by this movie, and for all the wrong reasons. They're calling it racist, or blasphemous, or historically inaccurate, when really they should be offended that the movie is a soulless, hollow CGI fest that insults your intelligence and steals your money at the same time. If you want to get up in arms over something, let it be the fact that you had to pay $8.75 to see a thoroughly mediocre product, in which no one involved seemed to care about making a quality movie. You probably know this story already, maybe from the Bible, or the Ten Commandments, or the Prince of Egypt, or the other 10 Commandments, or VeggieTales, or the History Channel Bible miniseries, or something else. Ridley Scott, who directed this movie, knows you know it. So what does he do? Tell it in a fresh, unique way that makes his version stand out? No, that would require effort. That's something Ridley Scott stopped giving after he learned that computers can do everything for you back in the 1990s. Scott's approach now is, hey guys, you know that character development thing? I think we should cut that out. It's getting in the way of my awesome computer effects. Oh, and can we make the plot about 65% less interesting? We can't let the plot get in the way of the special effects and action. That's what the kids today like. Less plot, less characters, and more special effects. Guys, please don't put me in a rest home. It's clear from the first 30 minutes that Ridley Scott probably didn't even want to adapt this story. He zips through the entire fairly complicated backstory about the Hebrews being the Egyptian slaves, Egyptians fearing an uprising so they kill a bunch of babies, and Moses surviving to be raised in Pharaoh's house. They pretty much just have the characters state their names before going into a pointless battle sequence. Everything turns into an action scene in this movie, even just scenes of people talking. If he's gonna brush over everything in favor of overblown action sequences and special effects, why adapt the story at all? One scene I found unintentionally funny was a part where Moses goes into the desert and meets a woman. One cut later, they're in love and married. 90 seconds later, 9 years have passed and they have a kid. Slow down, Ridley. I know you're 77 years old and don't have a lot of time to live left, but leave behind a legacy of good movies, not ones that you just breezed through. So how were the actors? Some were okay, considering how Ridley Scott prioritized the effects over them. Others were victims of crazy miscasting. Who thought it was a good idea to cast Joel Edgerton and John Turturro as Egyptian pharaohs? They don't fit these roles at all and just seem stiff and uncomfortable, making their scenes awkward to watch. Christian Bale was serviceable as Moses, but he's coming off of a string of really good performances. It's kind of disappointing that he's just okay. Overall, this movie is a 4 out of 10, and I don't recommend it. Nor do I recommend Ridley Scott make any more movies. It's time to be all done.